In this video, we're going to talk about how we can get the best if we have moon conjunct any malefic planet. So this video applies to all of you who have conjunctions like moon Saturn, moon Rahu, moon Ketu, or moon and Mars in your horoscope. The reason when there is a malefic planet conjunct moon, people feel that pressure, stress, anxiety, or a feeling of being lost, because malefics usually change the energy of moon. Moon is a planet that gets easily affected by these energies, where people are aggressive, where people are angry, where people are feeling so much negativity. All these energies affect the moon. So when you are born with a placement like this, where you have someone next to you all the time who has these negative energies, that way your mind and your emotions are getting affected again and again. And these people will have to overcome those type of emotions to get the best in their life from their horoscope. There's a reason why you have this placement in your chart, and the reason is in your previous births you have done something good in this karakatva of that planet. At the same time, you have made some mistakes, and in this lifetime it is your chance to correct them. So I'm going to give you a remedy for each conjunction. For example, if you have conjunction of moon and Rahu in your horoscope, the best way to find good results from this horoscope is start doing things for others. In a way, you adopt people. Let people come and stay with you, give them food, water, listen to their emotions, support them emotionally. And these people should be somebody other than your family members or your even distant relatives. That means this position wants you to go out of the way to help people who are usually rejected by the society or not related to you or away from you. Another placement, that is moon Ketu, which is about making sure that you are not keeping distance from people unnecessary, or you are not getting evolved or involved into something that doesn't belong to you. You have this conjunction because you have done some good things towards all the people that represented by Ketu, and these could be your nephews, nieces, and there could be all the fakir, sannyasis, people who are wandering in search of something, all these people. So you have done something good for them in your previous birth. However, you might have committed some mistakes, and in this lifetime you are given a chance to do something good for them, and hence have a balance in doing things for others even if they are not related to you, and be careful about suddenly rejecting people. AK, welcome to the chat. And as I already mentioned, moon Rahu in the first house, this is a great placement where you have to make sure that you help someone who is not your relative. And every day, in fact every day, whenever moon is again conjunct with Rahu, wherever the Rahu is placed. For example, now moon Rahu conjunction can happen in the sign of Pisces. So whenever there is a conjunction in Pisces, you will notice this. Whenever there is a moon Rahu conjunction, actually the way you have in your Lagna, you will be given a chance. Somebody will ask for help, somebody will ask for food, water, or some kind of resources to you, and you will get a chance to help them. And this is the best way to deal with this conjunction. Conjunction with moon and Rahu can create unnecessary fear, can create illusion. However, once you start helping people, the illusions and the feeling of being deceived will go away, and you will find out the peace of mind, you will find out the best from the horoscope. Same way the moon Ketu people keep traveling, keep changing places, or whenever you visit somebody, make sure You listen to them carefully, listen to their emotional being the best way possible. And Ketu is about being there but not getting too much involved and not rejecting people continuously. Because in this lifetime, you are not going to live like a sannyasi, but help people who are trying to create something new. Now the next conjunction is Moon and Mars. Moon and Mars conjunction, even though you might feel that's an easy conjunction to deal with, people always tell me that it is about the anger, suppressed anger. It can be also about mother continuously commanding the child, do this, do that, or someone coming back to the kid and telling the kid in an assertive way, in an angry way, many a times. And why they are doing it? Because they have pressure to perform. It's not like that mother doesn't want to help the child. It is not like mother wants to continuously shout at the child, but she feels the pressure that the child should perform. Just let me go to the chat and see. Okay, yeah, welcome to the chat. As I said, Moon, Mars, Saturn in Scorpio is a conjunction which you mentioned in a comment. Well, that is a conjunction which is not easy to deal with, but the conjunction is there for a reason. Saturn and Mars, they are opposite energies. Moon and Mars also create a lot of steam. In a way, people feel the urge. They are the people who are continuously working under deadlines. Even if you are a homemaker, even if you are retired from your job, for the day-to-day activities, you will always feel there is somebody holding you accountable all the time, that you have to get up at this time, you have to make tea at this time, food should be ready at this time, you need to take somebody out for a walk at this time. So it is like a discipline-based behavior. Depending on another situations, you might feel there is a pressure about how I speak, how I talk, how I communicate, how I help others. And depending on other aspects, there could be a lot of cursing, bad words. If the Jupiter is aspecting, you will notice there is a pressure about chanting mantras, following rituals, but this is a placement which will always have continuous pressure of performing something regularly, consistently, and on time. And hence, this is a conjunction of, like, whether it is a Moon Mars or whether Moon Mars and Saturn, this is a difficult conjunction. Whenever Saturn comes, it is about generating some negativity. People will start feeling low, people will start feeling the pressure. People will always feel, am I the last one to do this? Am I the last one to get what I want? Because when Saturn is conjunct Moon, it dries the Moon. In a way, we have a glass of water or ocean water and there is namak, salt. And that way people feel emotionally dry. So if you have a conjunction of Moon and Saturn, make sure you have at least one friend who listens to you every day, or you go and listen to a friend every day. Finding somebody who cares for you, who loves you, listens to you is the best remedy. And in today's life, I would suggest something with a conjunction Saturn Moon, always go to someone who is elderly, somebody who is retired in your neighborhood, in your household. They have a lot of time. They want people to come and talk to them. So go to a senior person who is retired, who is, has a lot of time, and give them some time. Listen to them, and you will realize you don't feel lonely and you don't have too much negativity. Whenever you will be coming back from that person, you will realize, well, I am definitely in a better off situation. Physically I am better, mentally I am better, and I do have hope remaining. I have a lot of time remaining to do things, and this is a great thing. If you are a woman, go to any elderly lady, talk to her. She will share the experiences. She will probably sometimes cry, sometimes show some downside of how her life has been, but you will realize when you come back, one thing will be clear, well, I am young, I have time at hand, I have energy, and another most important thing is I have hope. And a lady or a elderly person, whosoever tells you, their experience will teach you something. Use that experience and live by that. Whenever there are conjunctions in the sign of Scorpio, remember, all the last rites, Shraddha Karma has to be done. And if you are a person who doesn't believe in any one of that, one thing that you can always do, go and donate. Donate to the people who are homeless, who don't have regular food to eat. Make it a point, okay, I carry this much money or this much food, and I'm going to give it to whosoever I see first. And this is going to go long way. Usually in Amavasya or around the times of eclipses, Grahan ke time pe, you will notice sun and moon are also conjunct. They are also conjunct during Amavasya. So this is the time when energies of sun and moon are together. But it also creates kind of darkness for some people if it has a lot of malefic aspect on it. I'm just going to wait and read this comment. Yeah, Preeti, friends are backstabbers. Every friend has cheated me. Well, take it as a karma that was bound to happen, but you keep doing what you are supposed to do. There will be one time when all the karma is nullified and you will get what you deserve. In fact, one time is certain that you are creating good karma for this lifetime. Instead of thinking, I feel like I am being cheated or deceived, maybe, I am up for something bigger and better. And I can always walk towards that. Keep looking forward and you will realize these things don't matter. In fact, we are going to attract the people at a level where we vibrate or have the energy. So this is the remedy that I give to most people with these malefic conjunctions. Whenever you wake up in the morning, look in the mirror and tell yourself that I am born with all the talent. I am born with so many resources that I can share. So once you have that mindset, you will not feel you are being cheated or deceived. You will tell yourself, well, I have resources and I can get them back. I'll have more and hence I can give. Your mind listens to you. Your mind listens to what you tell the mind. If you look at the perspective of, okay, I am being cheated and I will be always cheated, so you're looking for that cheating kind of person. Instead of that, take all the power with you. Whether it's Rahu, Mars or any malefic, they enjoy the power. So hold the power with you and tell, well, I have everything and I am choosing to share things. I am donating, I am giving, I am helping. Sometimes, depending on the placements in your horoscope, you will have to sacrifice for some people because that is the only way to rise in life. If you have Magha Nakshatra in your horoscope somewhere, you will notice you are doing sacrifices, and without sacrifices, you cannot move forward. Instead of calling it a sacrifice, I tell my clients that I am choosing to share things. I am choosing to prioritize things. These are positive words. If you are not spiritually inclined, then sacrifice becomes a very negative word. I'm looking at one of the comments, and whenever you have conjunctions with Sun and Rahu, usually you are here to create something that is alternative. For example, if there is a major brand like Vicks, which is used when you have cough and cold, you are going to create something that looks and performs like Vicks, but it is different from Vicks. And conjunctions of Rahu Moon, Rahu Sun give you a chance to create that universe. For that, always respect your father, respect your fatherly figures and listen to them. They may not be able to do everything good for you, but they are there to guide you. Remember that their experience will always take you further. Malefic planets are usually a trap, and I use the word trap because they have so much potential to help you do efforts and gain all the material wealth. But they are waiting for one opportunity to see if you create any trouble. And whenever you see that trouble means breaking the law. Trouble means taking shortcut, cheating somebody, or doing something which is not legal. As long as you don't take those steps, you'll realize malefics act like their better version. For example, Rahu will try to be the sun, Rahu will try to be the Jupiter, Ketu can try to be like the Jupiter, and they are going to bless you. In fact, wherever the Rahu Ketu are, that's where you can get unexpected help once you start behaving a particular way. Jupiter in Magha means you have somebody in your family who has a lot of wisdom, and your Pitris are going to come and help you gain knowledge, wealth, and anything and everything that Jupiter represents in your horoscope and Karakatva wise. It is also the placement, it means whenever you go for people's last rites, Shraddha, or related rituals, you need to bow down, pay your respects to them, and give them some sweets. Take food, take sweets whenever you go to last rites and donate it there. This is a great placement to have because Magha is a nakshatra of Pitris. And it's a great coincidence that today is a Magha nakshatra and it's the Amavasya in the Magha nakshatra. You will notice your ancestors will come and share something with you today. Maybe you're sleeping, taking a nap, or just sitting idly. Suddenly there will be some insight which will give you new idea. Magha is about the genetic code. Whether you have planets in any nakshatra, they are there for a reason. And Dhanishta is a great nakshatra. But Dhanishta nakshatra will show you the hollowness. All the name, fame के पीछे जाने के बाद जो पीछे उड़ता है वो धनिष्ठा है. You are very talented. You know so many things, but you are going after materialistic pursuits. So understand the limits in those materialistic pursuits. And once you understand that, Dhanishta performs very well. You understand the hollowness in going after something. It is such a great thing to know that everybody who is joining in the chat are vibrating at the Magha nakshatra. I have Sun placed in the Magha nakshatra, and it is a great placement. It requires me to work for the society, support the society, support everybody around me, and give them something. And this is what I do. My grandfather was an astrologer. My guru, after when she passed away, I started doing astrology. And I always feel that whatever I know, whatever I can share is due to all the blessings of my Pitri and my Guru. I am here to share my knowledge. I am here to share my views with you, which will guide you to take the right path. All the Ketu's nakshatras make you travel light. The travel light means don't carry the burden of what went wrong, why somebody cheated me. So separate yourself from the past and look forward. Do not create troubles for others. Do not have the revengeful attitude just because you have to do something, sacrifices, suffer something. No. This is like a revengeful mentality. Ketu doesn't support it. Jupiter doesn't support it. Take the power with you and then move forward. Yeah, Priti, these are proven things again and again and again, but understand you have so much talent. You are good at many things. You might be good at music, research, anything that you choose to do, you are fabulous in those. But understand the situation and how it works. And once you know it, you will realize things are going better. Yep, Ketu placed in the Rahu nakshatra. In my on my YouTube channel, there is a video where I have created a series about Rahu Ketu placed in each other's nakshatra, where I have taken Ketu placed in Aradra, Ketu placed in Shatavisha, and Ketu placed in Swati. This creates kind of confusion in a person's mind because the regular axis of Rahu Ketu start showing opposite things. In that time, it is always good to fall back on Ketu, because Ketu is about detachment. Ketu is about letting go, forgiving people, and moving forward. And Rahu is, whenever it acts in a lower frequency, it is about creating all the tamasha, nautanki, and troubles. We don't want to do that. We don't want to vibrate at a lower frequency. You have the ability, talent, and gift from the God to vibrate at a higher frequency. Choose that, and that choice is going to do, and it is done usually by your mind and the moon. And once you understand, you will make the right choice. The moon is conjunct with a malefic for a reason. It is like moon is about, okay, I want this, I want that, I want that, I have these feelings, I have these desires. But are you going to take the wrong way to get those desires fulfilled? Or are you going to wait for your turn, keep doing your duty, and share things with others and reach your goal? These malefics give so many things, but they test you like a teacher, or in ancient times, like the guru used to test the disciple. Okay, if you pass this bar, if you pass this thing, if you pass this thing, then this is what you will be given. Malefics work that way. Having malefics in the Upachaya houses are really good, because then you are determined, you are making efforts, and you have that ability to move forward. Always remember, Rahu wants to be the sun, Ketu wants to be Guru, Mars always wants to be the best person in any army. Everybody is striving for being the best. So you also have that ability to be the best. Listen to these planets, listen to your inner core. Usually our inner core will never tell us to cheat, deceive, or do anything that is bad. Soul in its form is really pure. But moon has the ability to get affected by negativities. So when you wake up in the morning, look in the mirror and tell yourself, I have everything. I have all the resources. I am going to share, and then start your day. As soon as you wake up, also do another thing, that if you like to have like coffee, tea, or anything small, fulfill your desire in the morning, which is related to food. The reason being, second house, moon is exalted in the second house, or the Taurus sign, Vrishabh Rashi. It is about the resources. It will give you the conviction that, okay, I have everything, I have the resources, it means I am powerful. And being powerful is what all these malefics like. And once you think you are powerful, there is no need to cheat, deceive, backstab, or do the things that are illegal. This is a change in lifestyle. This could be difficult, because you will see other people going ahead of you, but remember, that is short term. And that is what is supposed to be understood. Thank you for joining this chat. If you have Moon Saturn conjunction, typically take away the negativity from your mind, because when you start something, you always think about, okay, maybe this is going to fail and I have a backup plan. No. Start with the thought that I am going to work hard, I am going to do it consistently, and I want to be successful. I work as a coach, and I work with people to change their mindset. And this is what I do based on their horoscope, or even if I don't have access to the horoscope, I tell them how to change their perspective, how to change how they look at things, and reframe their thoughts. When they start changing their thoughts, it changes their actions, it changes their feelings, and it gives you the habit of exalted planets. Is Jupiter the planet of law, or is it a Saturn? Interestingly, usually people, when I have exalted Jupiter, I have seen them becoming lawyers or judges. Jupiter in Pushya is a placement where people go for law. So Jupiter is a wise person, and Saturn is about discipline and rules. So if there is a connection of those two things, it is about doing the law related field. Saturn is usually discipline. Saturn is about creating the lawful behaviors. And Jupiter shows the wiseness about creating those behaviors. If you have any questions, go ahead and ask me, and I'll try to answer them now. And if they are remaining, I'll try to reply them in the form of comments. Thank you for joining this live, because I didn't decide to do it, but just thought this is a good time. 12 बजे के बाद इंडिया में अभी I can definitely take a chance, pay my respects to my ancestors and do this. Today is a very good day. Any rituals that you want to do related to donations, giving things to the funeral homes, cemeteries, do it. Pay your respect to your ancestors. Thank them, seek their blessings. If you have any questions, go ahead and write it and I'll answer them. If there is a planet in Lagna, that means it has even more say. It is the first house. And if you have what to do when our mind doesn't want to do any work? Well, the question is asked why your mind doesn't want to do any work. The answer will usually come as there is some fear of failure, there is fear of somebody criticizing you, or not having faith in your own talent. These are the three answers that your mind will tell you. At that time, the best option is praying to the deity that you believe, or look at the rising sun. Sun is the best form of energy that energizes us. Do it for 21 days and see the change. Moon usually takes the light from the sun. So look at the sun every day for 21 days and you will see the kind of negativity that mind is holding reduces. If you have typically conjunction of any malefic with moon or even a malefic planet in the Lagna, always remember you are here to help others. You are going to find out alternative ways to do something for others. And in that, you will get unexpected help. So it's not like you are the only one working hard and you are going to, basically you are going to create a system where people will help you. People who start new companies, people who start non-profits, people who start any kind of a donation drive, even in their colony, subdivision or a society, you will always find a malefic present there. Because if there are just benefic planets, people will just give money on their own. They will not think about getting things in a resource pool from others and making it bigger. Malefics give more ambition. Malefics give you more willingness for having a bigger materialistic goal. And they also come up with different schemes by which you can raise that money, donation or resource pool. I usually don't look at it that it inherits something from the next Rashi, but yes, 29 degrees or even a 1 degree, I have always noticed a mixed flavor. So it is always a combination or a balance of two things. However, since it's the more is seen from the Rashi where it is 29 degree and less is from the Rashi where it is 1 degree. Also, one more rule applies: if there are more planets at 29 degree and Lagna is also at the 29, then I would take it for the 29 and in the same Rashi. If there is retrograde planet present, then definitely retrograde planet will have a more power in that situation. Go by the house, go by the planet first. For example, in first house, Jupiter will have say. Sun will have say. Mercury also has say in the first house. If it is in the fourth house, Venus and Moon will have say in the fourth house. If it is the 11th house, Saturn as well as Rahu will have more say for whatever degrees they are. But 0 degree, 29 degree, 1 degree, they are special positions because the energy is more concentrated there, and usually not one, but you will find multiple planets in a closer degree because they are going to work together. It only means you will find people that are signified by those planets. If it is a Saturn, there will be some elderly person who thinks little bit old-fashioned way and goes slow. If there is Sun, somebody who is a very authority figure. If there is a Mars, you will see this person is very straightforward, wants to take action, and it's like, okay, you have to do it right now. So the flavors will change, but ascendant degrees and the planets close to the ascendant degree, I have always seen they have more and more impact. A retrograde planet will always have more impact because it is about completing some work. You started something, make it better, improve it, and then you get the fruits. Namaste for joining this live stream and all your support to this channel. Hope this video is helpful to you in figuring out what to do in a right way to handle the malefic conjunctions to Moon. Namaste, thank you, Shubhamastu. Is stationary Mercury in Pisces? Planet will always stay debilitated if it is in that sign debilitated. If it is retrograde, that means it is a powerful planet. You will have a special talent related to Mercury. It doesn't mean debilitated Mercury is always bad. It only means you have to have complete faith in certain things. Look at the planet that usually exalts in that sign. It is Venus. You have to show complete faith in your relationships, in institutions, or whatever the 12th sign or 12th house will signify. Namaste. Thank you. Shubhamastu. I'm going to close the live stream now, but keep replying, keep answering, and keep supporting. I'll try my best to answer all the queries.